Chapter 6. And Jehovah speaketh unto Moses, saying, When any person doth sin, and hath committed a trespass against Jehovah, and hath lied to his fellow concerning a deposit, or concerning fellowship, or concerning violent robbery, or hath oppressed his fellow, or hath found a lost thing, and hath lied concerning it, and hath sworn to a falsehood, concerning one of all these which man doth, sinning in them, then it hath been when he sinneth, and hath been guilty, that he hath returned the plunder which he hath taken violently away, or the thing which he hath got by oppression, or the deposit which hath been deposited with him, or the lost thing which he hath found, or all that concerning which he sweareth falsely, he hath even repaid it in its principal, and its fifth he is adding to it. To him whose it is, he giveth it in the day of his guilt offering. And his guilt offering he bringeth in to Jehovah, a ram, a perfect one, out of the flock, at thy estimation, for a guilt offering unto the priest. And the priest hath made atonement for him before Jehovah, and it hath been forgiven him, concerning one thing of all that he doth, by being guilty therein. And Jehovah speaketh unto Moses, saying, Command Aaron and his sons, saying, This is a law of the burnt offering. It is the burnt offering because of the burning on the altar all the night unto the morning, and the fire of the altar is burning on it, that the priest hath put on his long robe of fine linen, and his fine linen trousers he doth put on his flesh, and hath lifted up the ashes which the fire consumeth with the burnt offering on the altar, and hath put them near the altar. And he hath stripped off his garments, and hath put on other garments, and hath brought out the ashes unto the outside of the camp, unto a clean place. And the fire on the altar is burning on it, it is not quenched. And the priest hath burned on it wood morning by morning, and hath arranged on it the burnt offering, and hath made perfume on it with the fat of the peace offerings. Fire is continually burning on the altar, it is not quenched. And this is a law of the present. Sons of Aaron have brought it near before Jehovah unto the front of the altar, and one hath lifted up of it with his hand from the flour of the present, and from its oil, and all the frankincense which is on the present, and hath made perfume on the altar, sweet fragrance, its memorial to Jehovah. And the remnant of it do Aaron and his sons eat. With unleavened things it is eaten, in the holy place, in the court of the tent of meeting they do eat it. It is not baken with anything fermented. Their portion I have given it out of my fire offerings. It is most holy, like the sin offering, and like the guilt offering. Every male among the sons of Aaron doth eat it, a statute age-during to your generations, out of the fire offerings of Jehovah. All that cometh against them is holy. And Jehovah speaketh unto Moses, saying, This is an offering of Aaron and of his sons, which they bring near to Jehovah in the day of his being anointed, 1/10 of the ephah of flour for a continual present, half of it in the morning, and half of it in the evening. On a griddle with oil it is made. Fried thou dost bring it in. Baked pieces of the present thou dost bring near, a sweet fragrance to Jehovah. And the priest who is anointed in his stead from among his sons doth make it, a statute age-during of Jehovah. It is completely perfumed. And every present of a priest is a whole burnt offering. It is not eaten. And Jehovah speaketh unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron and unto his sons, saying, This is a law of the sin offering. In the place where the burnt offering is slaughtered is the sin offering slaughtered before Jehovah. It is most holy. The priest who is making atonement with it doth eat it. In the holy place it is eaten, in the court of the tent of meeting. All that cometh against its flesh is holy. And when any of its blood is sprinkled on the garment, that on which it is sprinkled thou dost wash in the holy place. And an earthen vessel in which it is boiled is broken. And if in a brass vessel it is boiled, then it is scoured and rinsed with water. Every male among the priests doth eat it. It is most holy. And no sin offering, any of whose blood is brought in unto the tent of meeting to make atonement in the sanctuary, is eaten. With fire it is burnt.